Hey there, this is another little random review on a movie that I just finished watching, and I kind of enjoyed, and it's a movie that I think got a really crappy review, but there's some fun stuff to watch in this film, and it's not what I expected. I'm a fan of Bret Easton Ellis's work. I enjoy American Psycho, and I really enjoyed Rules of Attraction, both the book and the movie. I don't think Rules of Attraction got enough attention, actually. I thought it was actually pretty brilliantly done and well cast, but for some reason or not, it just didn't make it. Well, recently he did a movie with Paul Schrader. Now, you'll probably remember Schrader because Schrader is the guy that directed American Gigolo. But aside from that, he's better known for a lot of his film writing credits, actually, as well. Schrader did Taxi Driver, he did Obsession, he did Rolling Thunder, he wrote Raging Bull. So yeah, he's written a lot of really good films, and he's a great director as well. So when he got together with Bret Easton Ellis to make the movie The Canyons, I was intrigued. It was made for an extremely low budget. The cast apparently took a very small fee to do the film, and let's get into it a bit. The Canyons is basically a film about Lindsay Lohan plays, actually she plays the main character, and she's with a guy named Christian. Christian is played by an actor by the name James Dean. I was not familiar with the actor, and actually had to look him up. I was impressed with the work that he'd put into the film, and his character seemed different and kind of intense, and I was surprised to find out that he was a adult film star. Now, usually there's quite a stigma that comes with that, and his acting in the movie is actually quite good. So, and now that I find out that his work was basically adult films, I'm really impressed with the guy's acting. We have a cameo by Gus Van Sant, in the director Gus Van Sant, in the film as well, playing a psychiatrist. It's a very different film. They listed here as an erotic thriller, maybe, but I don't really. It's definitely a thriller. Bret Easton Ellis's world is very much no matter when you center it or what time it is supposed to be. It's pretty much an '80s world. It's kind of shallow. It's kind of hedonistic. There's very much moral ambiguity in these characters, and innocence has long been lost. So there's no completely good overall good character that will shine through in the movies. So usually somebody be kind of like just to be a mirror of innocence. But overall, the most interesting characters are the guys like Christian and Lindsay Lohan's character of Tara, people that are darker, and they do things for their own reasons, often their own selfish reasons, and consequences be damned. Now, basically, overall synopsis of the film, I'm going to go into a little bit more on my own, but here's what they say on Let's Go to Wiki, right? When calculating, young movie producer Christian makes films to keep his trust fund intact, his actress girlfriend Tara hides an affair with an actor from her past. But when Christian becomes aware of said affair, he thrusts along the young man into a violent, sexually charged tour through the dark side of human nature. Christian's a dark character, and he's played as such. Some people tried to lump it as Christian Bale, and that's why he was called Christian in the whole like American Psycho thing. But apparently, Ellis said that at the time he'd read 50 Shades of Grey, and he thought of the Christian Grey character, and that kind of was a bit of an inspiration for him when he was writing the film. Tara and Christian are a couple, and they are a modern couple. They're very much an open couple. He's into the whole swinging alternative lifestyle. He produces films, but in his life he likes to make his own like kind of adult films for himself, and those he considers himself the director of. He considers himself the director and in charge of his entire life. So when something doesn't go in Christian's way, when something goes out of the norm and something that he cannot control, Christian doesn't exactly know how to handle that. And that'll become a big point in the film later on. Tara, played by Lindsay Lohan, and she does a great job, by the way, is pretty much the damaged character. She's she may have been an innocent and a wide-eyed girl at one point, but that Tara is long since gone. And even though they're her old boyfriend, and the one that is currently sleeping with her on the side is played by who played him? Oh, Ryan, played by Nolan Jared Funk. Basically sees her as the innocent that he knew. That person doesn't exist anymore, but he's still in love with that person from his past, and they can share a connection, albeit mostly sexual. There is still a emotional connection there that doesn't exist for him with his girlfriend that he's with now, which is conveniently Christian's assistant. And that's how the movie starts. Actually, the Christian and his girlfriend Tara are talking to Ryan and Christian's assistant, who are together. It's basically a couple's dinner date, and Christian talks about the fact that they have an open relationship, and basically I think he's testing the waters to see exactly what type of reaction he's going to get. He's not big on Ryan, and he didn't want to cast him in the movie. Ryan's been casted in a horror film that Christian is producing, and the role had been pushed on by Tara and Christian's assistant, who was his girlfriend. Now, as we soon find out, Ryan is actually sleeping with Tara because he had a relationship about a year or two previous to that, in which they were living together. But Tara wanted to move up. He was bartending, and that was pretty much it. And Christian was rich, and she wanted that lifestyle, so she chose to go with Christian. A year later, he's got the movie role, and we're finding out that they've been sleeping together now for about a month. And she kind of it seems like she kind of wants to end it, but she really doesn't know how. Part of me, and I felt, and maybe I read more into the film than was actually put there, but I really don't think so, is that her character is, for better or for worse, does want to be with Christian. Any part of her that at the time wanted to be with Ryan is a part that she wishes still existed, but it really doesn't. Ryan gives her kind of a feeling of something that's long gone. Christian eventually finds out and begins to make Ryan's life a living hell. He gets the director of the film to basically use the casting couch approach on Ryan. He eventually finds that one of the girls that he's sleeping with is an ex-girlfriend of Ryan's as well, and has pretty much turned on him. So he sets Ryan up for a murder. It's all inconsequential because this isn't about whether Ryan's going to go to jail. It's not about whether Christian's going to go to jail. It's not even about who's killed, who lives, or who dies. The movie is about characters meeting at a certain intersection in their life that are all damaged, that are all broken, and how they handle and work from there. The movie is basically about Lindsay Lohan's and the character of Tara and James Dean's character of Christian, but it's also about Nolan Jared Funk's character of Ryan as well, who at the beginning comes off as very much a seeming, aside from having an affair with his girlfriend, he seems like he's an okay guy. Now, there's a lot of spoilers here that I'm giving you, so yeah, just sorry if I didn't put the spoilers thing I put up in the headline afterwards. But at the end of the film, we see her talking. It's quite an awkward ending to a girl, because she's dating another guy now. It's a year later, after everything's happened, and the girl's kind of prodding her and asking her some awkward questions. So you see her go into the washroom and talk on the phone, and you kind of get the feeling that maybe Christian is still watching over Lindsay Lohan's character even after all this time, making sure that she's not going to crack and let know what Christian did. But actually, it's not when they go to the other end of the phone, we actually see Ryan, who has become just as obsessed and as paranoid and manic as Christian is, and he's become a very scary character, and you know that whatever happens after this, it's not going to end well. I wanted to see more of the characters. It's not a great film, but I like the way it was done. I like the structure of the film. The acting's decent, and considering what for some of them it was their first acting roles, it was pretty damn good. I would like to see the actor James Dean in more, but legit films. I'm not. Don't want to go. I'm not really the porn guy, so I'm not going to be searching at that stuff. But of course. Oh, by the way, spoiler. This is not spoiler, but a warning. This is a Bret Easton Ellis film, directed by Paul Schrader. Expect to see massive amounts of nudity, both male and female. So it goes both ways there. I guess the fact that he cast the guy that was in adult films helped for the having someone that was comfortable to go around and do like nude sequences. Lindsay Lohan, yes, she is naked in various parts of the film, and she does look great. Body-wise, at least. Been a fan of Lindsay Lohan's, and I always thought that she could do more. I was saddened by the fact that she had kind of a rough life, and a little bit of harshness there with her start and stuff like Mean Girls. I'd expected a much bigger career for her, but things happen for a reason, and maybe this, although it hasn't done that well, could be a different step up. It's a characterization piece. It's not something that you're going to look into, and it's not Shakespeare, but it's not a complete exploitation either. It's a snapshot example of Bret Easton Ellis' work, and if you like Bret Easton Ellis, if you liked American Psycho and you liked Rules of Attraction, you're probably going to like this. I can't say for sure. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't put too much time into it. I didn't overthink it. Are there plot inconsistencies? Definitely. Are all the roles played to perfection? I wouldn't say that. I definitely wouldn't say that. But I would say that I enjoyed the film, and wasn't one of those. I can get impatient sometimes, and I can like fast forward if I get really bored with the film. And this seemed to be the type of film that I would have got bored with. That I would have fast forwarded, but I didn't fast forward, and not just because of the nudity. I actually enjoyed the fact that they managed to take the characters in some predictable, but some not quite predictable directions. I liked what was done. The overall direction of the film I thought was pretty good. I liked the writing, with the way the characters were portrayed. I think that the actor James Dean could definitely easily go out of adult films and go into legit films and do very well for himself. It's nice to see Lindsay Lohan in a movie that I think does a better job of showing off the fact that she does have some acting chops. But overall, The Canyons, even though a lot of people hated it and it got crappy reviews online, you know what? I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was a pretty good film. I did not feel like my time was wasted after I'd finished watching it. The ending is a bit meh, but overall, it's definitely worth a watch. If you like Bret Easton Ellis, you're going to want to watch it. If you want to see Lindsay Lohan naked, you're definitely going to want to watch it. But it's a fun film. I enjoyed it, and I'm probably going to get crap for this one because I know a lot of people didn't. But The Canyons was a film I liked, and I make no apologies for films that I like. This was one that I enjoyed, that a lot of people won't. But, give a movie a chance before you just read something online and see, like, it gets crap reviews and just give up on it. It's actually it's a fun little film. Give it a watch. I liked it. Hope you do. And right now for me, my throat is going, and it is very muchly time for tea. Now go watch The Canyons, or read a Bret Easton Ellis book or something. It's pretty good.